Happy 2015, everybody. Sam here, and I am back for the new year. I did go on vacation over the holidays. I didn't get to vlog, stuff happens. And then, thanks to the fact that I'm asthmatic, which means my immune system is a weakling, and I already had a cold, and I went skiing in rented ski gear, and I was around like hundreds of other teenagers all week, I contracted some kind of lovely bacterial infection. Like right now, or at least when I got my blood tested a few days ago, I had 3.5 times as much of some bacteria as I'm supposed to have. Now, my body, being the idiot that it is, decided to respond to this bacterial infection by covering my arms and legs in obnoxious sores. For a couple days this week, my ankles were so swollen I couldn't walk, so it's been lovely. But I'm alive, and you guys appear to be alive too, so we're all cool. Now, some of the most popular videos in the Life in Germany series thus far have just been ones where I sit here and discuss cultural differences between the United States and Germany. And that's kind of what we're gonna do today, except today is going to be the Christmas special. And I know by now you guys are just sick of the holidays, but get over it because I'm making the video anyway. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in this video I will be talking about differences in the way Americans and Germans celebrate Christmas. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Now let's start with trees, because as you know, Christmas trees are iconic in both nations, but we do some things differently. In the States, fake trees are very common. I wouldn't be at all surprised if 40 or 50% of all households in the United States have a fake tree in the holidays. Now that being said, fake trees are also gaining popularity here in Germany. For lack of a better term, I know you guys are gonna kill me in the comments for saying this, but Germany is getting Americanized. I mean, just take for example the fact that not too many years ago here in Germany, you did not eat anything with your fingers. And now that rule has gotten a little bit more relaxed. Like if you're out eating fast food, it's okay to eat french fries with your fingers. It's okay to eat a burger with your fingers. You can use your hands now a little bit more. At least it's way more accepted now than it was a couple decades ago. And the same is true with trees. Not too long ago, you did not get a fake tree. That would just be wrong, but it is gaining in popularity, like I said, and becoming a little bit more acceptable. Now, along those same lines is the lights we put on our trees, because in the States, like I said, you could do it either way. You could get a fake tree, you could get a real tree. Our family has done both over the years. We make trips up to North Carolina into the mountains and go to some place where they farm them and cut them down on our own, and then yeah, it was an experience. But many years we've had fake trees as well. Now, one thing that has never changed is the lights. Strings of electric lights are all we use in the States. You know what's traditional to do in Germany? Put actual candles on the tree. Hear that? That's the sound of every American's brain exploding. You mean they put actual candles on the tree? Yes, they put real, live, burning wax candles on the tree. Now, they only light them up maybe on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but yeah, they put fire in their Christmas trees. Again though, fake lights are becoming more popular here in Germany, but there's still many people who do put fire on their trees. Another thing worth knowing is that, well, as you know, we've got the holiday Thanksgiving in the States, which happens in late November, and it is not uncommon at all for American families to buy their tree and set it up and decorate it the weekend after that. You could even get it before Thanksgiving. That's not unheard of either. Anyway, that is far from the case in Germany. I believe most Germans would never get their tree more than 2 weeks earlier than Christmas. And in many families, they will actually go out and get their tree, bring it back, set it up, and decorate it on Christmas Eve. That's the sound of American heads exploding again. But that leads us nicely to the next set of points, which are the differences in routine for Germans and Americans regarding Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Now, in the States, again, we're probably split just about down the middle between people who open presents on Christmas Eve and people who open them on Christmas Day. Our family has always done it on Christmas Day, but in Germany, I believe it is way less common to do that. The majority of German families open their presents on Christmas Eve, and yeah, that's after getting the tree, setting it up, decorating it, and maybe eating a meal. Speaking of which, meals are probably the one area of Christmas where we're most alike. Now, it depends, but usually Germans will have a small, modest meal on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, most of the day will be spent preparing a huge meal to share with family and friends. And as far as I know, that's just about the way most people do it in the States. Except in Germany, main dishes on Christmas Day usually are goose and duck, which you can't find in the States very easily, and here they're just everywhere, all the time. I live around the corner from a Lidl, and I can walk in there and get goose and duck whenever I want. There go the American heads exploding again. As far as the Christmas season and what we recognize as the Christmas season in either the United States or in Germany, in the States there doesn't seem to be a really defined day when the Christmas season starts for us. For a lot of families, like I mentioned earlier, it could be the weekend after Thanksgiving, or for some it might just be the day after Halloween. But for Germany, the Christmas season decidedly begins with Advent in late November. It doesn't officially end until Three Kings Day on January 6th. Just about everybody has the day off from school or work, as it is an official holiday, and kids will dress up as wise men from the Nativity Story and go door to door singing carols. It's typically the day after that Christmas is over, take down your decorations, go back to school, go back to work. But from the first day of Advent to Three Kings Day, it is Christmas. Now on December 6th, there is another holiday that is just as important to German kids as Christmas itself, and that is St. Nicholas Day. German kids all across the country will spend the evening polishing up their boots and setting them outside, and there will be chocolate in them in the morning. And you know, free chocolate is great and all, but all I gotta say is watch out for that Krampus. If you don't know who that is, that's basically a demon who walks around with Santa Claus and takes away evil children. Hashtag German fairy tale. Hashtag how lovely. And last but not least is a phenomenon that I think is great. I think it's cute. I think it's nice. And that is that in Germany, during the holidays, everybody gives everybody presents. If there's any group of people you see regularly, you do a gift exchange. At school, you might give your teacher something, and your teacher will probably give you something. My oboe teacher gave me some cherry jelly and an advent calendar. I brought her some cookies. But it doesn't even necessarily have to be people you really know. Like if you go to a certain butcher all the time to get fresh meat, bring him a present. Anybody you see at all regularly, you gotta get him something. It doesn't have to be big, just something. I think it's a cute tradition. I think it really brings the season to life. And it's happy. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for this video, guys. Hope it made sense. I'm still a little bit out of it, but I'm getting there. I've got a ton going on this month, but I'm hoping to keep the videos up. If I said something stupid or just like blasphemed Germany, just leave a comment below. Insult me, I don't care, do whatever. Americans, I know you can't comment because your head's exploded too many times during this video, but Germans, if you have anything to add, please feel free to do so. Well, I hope you guys all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just awesome holidays and got to do crazy stuff. I went skiing in the Alps, that was pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in to Life in Germany, and I will see you next week. Sam out.